All. Bridget Bartlett here. I am the president of Vision Marketing and Design.com. And today we are live inside of my team vision training. Today is Friday, so it is our Q&A. I'm going to go ahead and let everyone in here. So just be patient with me. I see Alfredo and Bill and Maria and Valerie. All of you are here, so awesome. So while I'm really admitting everyone, but Zoom. So while everyone actually gets logged in and Zoom decides to start working properly, I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can actually join us inside of Team Vision. So let me do that here. So you can see if you go to visionmarketinganddesign.com, you can actually join our team. So we do provide, and this is actually brand new. So if you guys are joining me in the meeting today, if you didn't know this existed, this is super cool. We actually have 30 days of free social media content every month that you get access to. I'm going to show you where to find that here. So these are all built on Canva. So you actually get infographics and captions with hashtags. You get 30 of those, 10 articles that you can use for blogs or emails or whatever, whatever you want to use them for, an entire ebook. And again, this is built on Canva. So you can edit this and make this your own. Also, Instagram stories. There are 30 of those. And then you get also challenges, memes, and other miscellaneous things to help drive engagement. Okay. So I'll show you where you can access that. You also get 50% off of all the templates in the template shop. You also have access to 85,000 plus free PLR products. You can, once you become efficient in one of the tools, you can actually apply to become a freelancer and work for us to do client services. We do live training Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And like I said, Friday is our live Q&A, which is today. So you can actually join me in the Zoom and ask any questions that you have. Also, I do provide private coaching. It is half price for members. And we also have over $10,000 in free courses like Facebook ads, free traffic, Google ads. There's also a Bing ads. I haven't added it here, but we do have that course as well. So lots of different things that you can learn from to help you monetize your purpose. If you are a beginner and you don't have a business yet, all the way to maybe a freelancer, business owner, or agency owner, it's a great opportunity for you because of the training and the team. You basically have everything that you need to grow with you. You can check out these testimonial videos here of some of my team members, and you can join here for just $47 a month. If you want to join Builderall, you can click here and actually get a free Team Vision membership. So let me go ahead and get logged in here because I want to show you where you can access the social media. So I'm going to go ahead and log in here. And if you go to the events right here, you'll see our calendar, which has access, has links to all of the training, but you'll see here where it says social media content. All you need to do is click there and then you get the link and you can download your content. So super, super cool. I'm excited to be able to provide that for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get to the live training here and add my name. I will do my best to monitor this, but it's not always possible. So you can always, if you are watching here, you can always click here to join us in the Zoom. You don't even have to be on camera. You can turn that off if you want to, and we'll help to monitor the comments. So let me stop sharing here and say hello to everyone. Hello, hello. Hello, Alfredo, Maria, and Bill. Frankie is incognito, and so is Valerie. That's okay. So how can I help you guys today? Are you excited about the social media content? It's really, really good. And it's not just posts. It's like videos and different things all built on Canva that you can just add your own brand to. So it's super, super cool. I mean, honestly, that alone is worth $47 a month. So I'm excited about it.
We are excited too.
I did it. I'm going to show next week. I just got notified that my brochures for the Vision Food Tools, they have been shipped. So I'm super excited to do that. I want to like really share with you guys, you know, my experience when I'm actually out networking and talking to business owners and things. I don't think I can take the camera in with me because that would be kind of weird and awkward. But I definitely want to do some type of filming, like maybe after I leave there, I just, you know, kind of film it and tell you guys how it went. So I'm trying to work out a strategy to help you. I know that's the scary part, the intimidating part, when you actually start talking to people and what do you say and all of that. So I'm trying to find a way to help incorporate that. But I am going to show you next week how you can brand this social media to your own business and then schedule it, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. So
A body cam, Bridget. But you know what, Bridget? In some states, you can record with just your knowledge. I know in Michigan, if you're in a conversation, you can record the whole conversation as long as you're party to it, and it's not illegal. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think it's weird because I'm going into
unethical in a
business.
way, but it's not illegal.
And then I wonder, like, if I'm the business owner and I'm in my restaurant and I'm working, and then someone comes in and they're like, "Hey, restaurant owner, I'm just going to hold my camera here while I talk to you about this ordering system." You know what I'm saying? I just think that's kind of like intimidating. So I certainly don't want to start off with a bad impression. I'm trying to offer them a solution, not terrify them, you know? So
Maybe
I don't know. We'll see.
Bridget, maybe talk to a few and come up with an angle of, I can give you a discount if you allow me to record this, and I won't say who it is. You know, I'll block your information out and offer them a discount, and they might take a discount. You might be able to do one totally for free the first time, so you can get that on camera for one person, and then you have all the material, and that would be worth a lot more in the long run than just doing a freebie like that.
Well, I actually, I have enough social media traffic that I could say, and I thought about this too, I could say that, for all of my clients, I do a shout out on social media and kind of, invite people to their restaurant and things like that. So I'm thinking about that too. That would also be great content for like the Vision Food Tools YouTube channel. To see, the shout outs and the other businesses, to kind of give myself some social proof that I am out there talking to clients and things like that. So it's all great ideas, and I don't think any of them are wrong. It's all a trial and error thing. So you just have to, you have to find what works best for you, and then also what gets you the sales. It's great to have a solution to a problem, but you have to present it in a way that it is the solution. Definitely not terrifying to business owners. So.
But next week we are gonna do the trainings, right?
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to be going to restaurants and things like that. And I probably won't do that training next week, because if I'm not live, then I need to like record it, and then I'll need to piece them together. And it'll be several days I'm doing it. So I definitely want to create a video like that. But next week for our live training, what I want to do is talk about customizing the social media content. And oh my gosh, you guys, Canva has like a button now where you can just select the color to change it and then click change all. So if you want all the oranges to be purple, you just highlight it and then change. Oh my gosh. So cool. So cool.
Bridget, you know what? I discovered a tool, and I'm sure you know about it, and trying to find the name, but where you can take the PLR materials or some of the contents from the ebooks and put them into the software that's called Vidimi or something like that with the V. And then you put the words in there, and then it creates a beautiful video for you.
That like with the voice?
Yes, it does everything. I found a YouTube video, and it showed the whole thing. The guy took a PLR product. He took all of the chapters, and he put one chapter in this program, in this software that's not very expensive. And then it generated a beautiful video that actually went along with the words. Like he picked a yoga one, and it showed yoga, and he says he does that all the time with PLRs. Yeah. You just stick them in there and it creates the video. I'll send you the link of what it is. Let me I'll be an affiliate first, and then I'll send it to you.
Of course.
Okay.
I would expect nothing less.
You don't expect, she doesn't expect, you see, she's trained us well, guys.
I would be incredibly disappointed if you did not send me an
I
affiliate link.
know. That's why I'm not going to give it to you just yet. Let me hurry up.
Like, Maria, what are we doing here?
Well, I know exactly. Oh my God, I spilled the beans. I'll get them to you.
Yeah. I definitely, I think that that's a great tool, especially for people who are afraid to be on video. Like the Builder All presentation that we did, I did the video as an example, and I kind of was really shocked about how many people wanted to use my video. And I thought, wow, that's because the whole point is for you to brand yourself, for it to be your voice. If you're creating like a bridge page or something like that, or you're doing like a webinar or whatever, I mean, honestly, it's fine. If you want to like put me out there and you want to promote me, that's great. That's great for me. But I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't encourage you to use your own voice and to be, even if you fumble, even if you have to do it 900 times until you like memorize the whole thing. It's about you. It's about your picture there saying, hey, I'm Maria, and I'm going to tell you about how I save 94% on, the top 20 tools and da, 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 da. So the whole point of what we're doing, there's so many shortcuts, but the whole point is to brand yourself. You have to be successful. All of us really want to do affiliate marketing. Most of us start with agency work because that's a great way to make money now while you're building the affiliate network. That's what most of us want to do because it's passive income. But you have to have an audience of some kind to be able to get that group of people who know, like, and trust you, that are willing to buy from you. And it takes time. And the way that you do that is by creating content that they see valuable. It's by, being consistent with your actions. It's by following up with them. It's building whatever product, whatever that you're interested in, whatever your target audience wants. That's really what we have to do. If you look at all the successful affiliate marketers, if they did it fast, it's because they're really good at paid ads. But if you don't do it right, if you don't build a brand, as soon as you stop putting money into those paid ads, you're going to have nothing. So that's
Brenda?
why I really, really drive home the building a brand, because that's honestly, I wish someone had told me this when I was, creating Facebook pages with other business brands on them. I wish someone had really told me, like, dude, you're prolonging your success by doing that. So if you build your brand and you put yourself, rewrite PLR products, put your face on. It doesn't have to be rocket science. That's why I love PLR products, because you don't have to write them. I could not write an ebook every single month. Who has the time to do that? But you can put your picture on there. You can promote it to get leads, and you're giving value, and you're positioning yourself, and you're getting their email, and you're sending them emails with updates about special offers or other things they may be interested in. You're sharing valuable information that may help them. So yeah, it's all about that, building the groups, the audience. It can be email list, it can be blog, it can be YouTube channel, it can be Facebook page, Facebook group, whatever you want to do, but you have to build that group of people who know, like, and trust you.
Brenda?
I'm sorry?
Brenda?
Bridget?
Bridget? I'm sorry.
Everybody calls me Brittany or Brenda, so it's okay.
I'm sorry. Two things. One thing on a good video marketing tool, it's Pictionary, Pictnary. And same type of deal. You plug in your words and it comes up with a video. Number two, on your restaurant thing, since I've had a stroke and I can't talk to people that well, do you want leads that I can give you? Since we live in the same area, do you want leads that I can give you? And if you get something, then fine, give me $25 or something like that. But do you want leads that I can give you?
you know, I could say yes, but that wouldn't help you in the long run. So what I would say is set up a system like I have with the template, where it's not so much you actually, it's more of a DIY solution. And then you can, once they get inside the dashboard, if they contact support, that's Gloria Foods support. So you don't technically ever have to speak to them.
I was in sales for 20 years,
Mhm.
and I was in the restaurant for another 20.
Oh,
And
wow.
so,
So that's a great niche for you.
so I walk into these restaurants and I see these things, and they don't have a good website, and I can't talk to the people because I've had a stroke, and I know that. So I was thinking I could give them to you, and you could walk in with your brochure and sell them. Go ahead and sell them. I'm retired. Go ahead and sell them. And you
Well,
know,
yeah, I totally get. I actually have a couple salespeople. My goals with this business is I honestly, I'm not, I'm always talking about following your passion. My passion is helping you guys. My passion is creating, training, helping clients to build their business. That's what I'm super passionate about. Honestly, I can't stand going into businesses.
uh,
I
I,
can't stand it.
I
But
I don't have any problem with it. Except I can't talk. I can't. I'm sitting there and I go, yeah, I know what I want to say, but I can't talk. So I
you
don't
sound
have any.
fine to me.
That's because I know what I'm doing right now. But if I go into a business, I go into a manager and I go, let me talk to you about, and my mind totally spaces out. So
Well, if I create a structure like that, right now I have two salespeople and I have my project manager, and because it's a new business, I want to kind of slow walk it. That's why I want to, even though I don't like it. It's not that I hate people or anything. It's not what I prefer to do. So, but since it's new, I want to go in. I want to talk to people. I want to see what's working, what's not working, and then I want to be able to relay that to my team. Maybe I need to tweak my website. Maybe I need to tweak my prices, things like that. But I need to learn it to be able to teach them. And so this is total baby steps. And that's why I've been fully transparent with you guys. Like, hey, guess what? We're starting this whole business from the ground up. I'm going to show you every single thing that I'm doing. So I may end up doing something like that, Bill, where like maybe I create like an affiliate program or some type of referral thing. But I definitely, before I do that, I want to work out the actual process. I want to see, how what's the profit margin? I want to see, what's the room for commissions if I decided to do like an affiliate program or something like that. So I'm not to that stage yet, but maybe. So definitely keep a ear out. I'll definitely let you know, Bill, what I decide.
I've got 3 prospects right now that, I walk into the place and they're like a deer in the headlights. They their menu is a photocopy and they send it to you.
Yeah.
And I just want to help them,
Yeah.
and I can't talk. So I got to depend upon other people. So,
Well, I love what you just said about you feel like you can't talk. I understand your hesitation with the stroke and things, even though you sound fine to me. But it's definitely what we all need to do with our businesses is realize our weaknesses and then utilize our team as people to help to compensate those things. Just like I was saying, like, I'm not a salesperson. I love to teach people. I'm more like, hey, I'm going to show you how to use this tool. If you like it, click on my link. I'm that person, right? But there are many people who are great in sales. My sister is excellent in sales. So it's like, you know, so definitely utilizing your team and all that. And maybe, Bill, a great solution would be those brochures. You can just put your phone number on there, even if you don't want them to call you. You could just have the website there and say, just walk in and say, hey, I have a free ordering system or whatever. You know, I noticed that you didn't have your menu. You can't order online. You know, this may help you. And then just hand them the brochure. Then they see it, they go to the website, they order, they do all of that without you actually having to talk much to them.
Well, if you give me some of the brochures, I'll definitely help you. It's like, when do you call on these people? You don't call them at lunch, you don't call them at dinner, you call them in the middle,
Yeah.
or in the morning.
Mhm.
I just know this from my restaurant experience. And anyway, so
Yeah,
okay.
you're so right about that. And that was kind of my logic with the brochures is I know that they're busy, especially right now. Like I just tried to order Chinese food the other night, and then the restaurant we normally order from was like, we can't do delivery anymore because we don't have drivers. So
Yeah.
they're working with limited staff. They don't have drivers now. You know, they can't do online ordering, so people are calling them all day. I mean, it's like I can't imagine how stressed out they are right now. And so I don't want to walk in there like, hey, I'm here to sell you something. And that's what I was thinking with the brochures, like kind of that spider web effect where I'm not tying them up. I can just briefly say, hey, I just saw that you don't have an online ordering system. I saw you're on Grubhub. I know they take like 30% of your commission. Here's a brochure to give you more information if you want to check it out when you get some time.
Yeah, that's perfect. I mean, I got one restaurant that I live by who's never taken up the grub hubs and the door dashes because they charge so much.
Yeah.
You know, and I was talking to the guy, he owns a place. He started in, he's an old Allison's worker, engineer. And he said, I can't afford it. And I said, I know, I used to do DoorDash, but I said, I know what you're going through. So, okay.
I feel terrible for them. That's what made me so like, I have to do something about that. I've never really worked in a restaurant. I'm not really in the restaurant niche, but I do business and I do marketing. And so I know when they can't get staff and their only solution is something that takes 30% of their profits, simple math says they need help. They need desperate help.
30% is their food cost.
Yeah.
Alone.
Yeah.
And then another 30% on top of that, they cuts their margins way down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, they might as well close their doors.
Yeah. So I won't talk anymore.
You're fine, Bill. That's what Friday Q&A is all about. Maria, I see your hand up.
How I just wanted to tell Bill something, you know, about the stroke, having a stroke. And I think if you go in there and you just are up front and just say, hey, I'm here and I have this cool brochure. I had a stroke. It's a little difficult for me, but I have this experience and I have this brochure. And I speak from experience. I used to be in my past life a disability advocate. I've been disabled in a wheelchair since I was 16 years old, and I'm old. So I've done a lot in my life and worked at corporate America. But the thing is, you have to just, I think they'll respect you more if you get out there. Just tell them that. Just put it up front. You know, I have had the stroke and I'm just here to, you know, but it's how you want to word it and give them the brochure and work with what you have. You'd be surprised how many people would respect that overall. And if you would take your time, I would take my time and I would do a great job because I have this experience. And I think it would be of benefit to you, and it would help the business also maybe realize their needs to serve all people or certain people too. So I think it would be win-win. I think you can go in there and try it. And don't let that stroke limit you. I understand when people say that because I know how people say that to me. But I think it might help with the brochure.
Okay, thank you, Maria. I appreciate it. People tell me I talk okay all the time, but
You do.
I've lowered my voice, and I also can't think of what I'm supposed to say, and I just feel, I used to
Bill,
talk.
how about a script? A script, write it down. A script.
I use a script. I've got teleprompters on my phone and my my iPads, but I don't know. I've tried it, but I tried using YouTube, and I've tried to use it quite frequently, but I'm not excited. So
Bill, it's this conversation's so interesting. I was just talking on Facebook. Jackie and I were chatting, and she's like, I was laughing about doing a photo shoot and how weird it is that I'm just sitting in my office taking pictures of myself. And she's like, oh, if my pictures looked like yours, I would do it all the time. And she used to be a model. And then we got into this conversation and stuff. But it's so interesting to me how sometimes your perception of yourself is not even close to how other people see you. And honestly, I talk about being your real self and, letting your mistakes, all your imperfections, letting them show and being confident in that, because we are a reality TV, generation. And so I feel like, Bill, if I was the restaurant owner and you came in and you said, hey, look, my name's Bill. I apologize. I had a stroke, but I saw that you needed this, and this is a great solution. Here's a brochure. If maybe it'll help you. And if it does, but whatever. But if you led with that, what it does is it totally inspires people. I would be like, here's this guy who has had a stroke. He's leading with that. So I know he's probably insecure about it, but he has a solution for my business. And if this guy can get out of his house and come in here and, and you're working and you're hustling and business owners appreciate that. So I would be thinking, I want to look into this. I want to see what's up with the solution. One, I need it. But two, now I'm ultra inspired by the fact that you just came in here. You had a stroke, you're insecure about, and you have the solution, and I'm intrigued by you as a person. So yeah. I definitely use that to your advantage, because people love to identify with other people.
Just lead with that. And I'll describe why I say that I feel confident, because when I say I'm disabled, I mean, I'm seriously disabled. I use a wheelchair, this maximum capacity wheelchair. And when I worked in corporate America, not just in any place, I worked at General Motors World Headquarters in diversity initiatives. I was one of the only one. There was only two of us, right? Directly under a vice president. And when I came into work, I just tell you this quick story because it'll just show you sometimes it's how you lead or how you perceive how you lead, how you walk into the situation. When I came into General Motors, one of the towers, I'm in a major wheelchair. I have a serious disability where I can't even lift my arms. I have a service dog with me. Imagine that, a black lab, beautiful service dog with me. And I have a personal assistant, all walking into corporate America. Did I flinch? Did I move? No. And a guy that worked with me a few months later, he said, when he first saw me, he was like, what the heck was that? And I said, what do you mean? He said, when I saw you come in there, you rolled in there and it was like a superstar. I said, what do you mean? He said, your makeup was laid, your hair was together, your fingernails and your outfit. And you walked in there with all this. It was like you had an entourage. You had a dog and that, yeah. And that's how I handled it. I never made excuses for how I came through. I used to go to all kinds of stuff and all kinds of corporate events. And my dog was under the table and my assistant was right there. And I made no excuse and no hesitation for the fact that I deserved to be there. I didn't go to college and get an MBA for nothing. I was there because I had the goods. And you have to just have that confidence that you have the goods. and your goods, and you can see mine is visible. You can see it. There's no need to make an excuse for it at all. You see it, but in your case, you might want to present it. And if you do, fine. If you don't, hey, is their loss and their problem. You're the asset, and if they don't accept you, then bye. There's the next person. So
Amen.
that's how you have to really do it. And I'm telling you, I did it.
Mhm.
I had people all kinds of stuff, but I'm not trying to say that I'm so massively exceptional, but it's just that's how you have to do it. Either you do it or someone else is going to do it, but you step up into the plate and you get it done. And you've done it in your past. You're retired from a nice career, or a great career, but at this point, it's just a little bit different.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. You just brought up to me something that every salesman knows. If you don't like it, go to the next one.
There you go.
And so anyway, thank you all for your comments and your suggestions, and I appreciate it. I really do.
And Bill, one thing that you could do is on those brochures, I shared the template with the brochure. If you didn't get it, I can share it again, but add a little bit of something, add a little story about yourself, and then you don't really even have to say anything. You could just walk in and say, hey, I have a great, and remember, you're selling the solution. Yes, you're selling yourself. You're going to win them over with yourself. I mean, who's going to not love a guy who said, hey, I just had a stroke, but I have a great solution for you. So I'm going to get, who's not going to love that guy? Everybody's going to love that guy. So now if you have this brochure and it has a little picture of you and a little story, then now you're positioning yourself because you're the same guy that just came in and gave them this brochure with your picture on it. So it's like, okay, well, he must be professional enough. He has a brochure here, and here's a little snippet of a story. But once you get past that, it's like, now what's the solution? Because I really need it, right? So it's like, it's like I was telling Andre a few weeks ago. It's like, you have something, you have value to give to the world. And if you let the fear and everything stop you from doing that, then it's selfish. It's really selfish. You have such gifts and such value to give. So keeping it all to yourself because you're like, I'm afraid of what they're going to say, or I'm afraid that I can't, I'm nervous going in there. It's like, I don't really, I'm like more of an observing person, I'm not like great at just walking up to strangers and talking to them. So I'm nervous about it. And honestly, that's probably why I don't like it because, but I'm going to do it anyway. So what? Who cares? I have a great solution for them, and I need to push that fear away so that I can help them with their business. Now I'm looking forward to hearing your stories, Bill.
Okay, I'll tell you my stories some in the future. Then thank you.
Does anybody else have questions today? We're just talking about, I see Linwood. Linwood has his hand up. I think you're muted, Linwood, if you.
Hey, there we go.
Howdy.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Bridget, of course. I didn't have any real question, but more, I guess, comment. And I want to say that what was being said there was very inspiring. Our perception of ourselves, definitely sometimes we have to keep in mind that something I used to tell people, I hate taking pictures, but when I was taking a picture of someone and they said, oh, I take the most awful pictures. And of course I would say, it's not what you think about it, it's what other people think about it. Now that was coming from a guy who doesn't like his picture being taken. So that's one thing. But the other thing was concerning the video that you made. I don't actually have that product yet. I'll talk to you. I have a couple of questions about it later on. But I think that, I guess I can only speak for myself. The part that I liked about it, some people, like you said, they don't want to make the video or be on the camera. And then some other people would probably just go out and have the video made of the presentation. And I think there may be even some ways where you can get the words transcribed so if you did want to do it yourself. But the part that I liked about it and that I was most interested in it was the part where, not so much where you first started off and you introduced yourself, but once you delved into the actual presentation itself and started talking about, the tools and the value and so forth.
Yeah, and that script, I literally read the presentation and the template. It all comes with the little notes on it on each slide. So I literally read everything that I said. I read directly from the presentation.
Yes,
So,
and that brings me to another point. Yeah, that's very good, and I think I did pick up a little bit on that that you were doing it. But the thing is I think some of us, and again, I'll speak for myself, there's no way I could do that as well or as smooth and polished as you did. And even if I were to go out and say, and I know it doesn't have to be perfect and all this other stuff, but even if I went out and paid somebody to make it, I don't think I would be as pleased with it, the job that you did.
well, I so sincerely appreciate what you said, but I want you to, here's the thing. Yes, you could do that. You could use software, you could use my video, you could do whatever, right? But what I would love for you to do, because this isn't about getting rich quick, right? Everyone is in this program because they want to learn how to be successful online, how to do online marketing. One of the most powerful ways is with a presentation you can do, like with a webinar or whatever, like we did, right? So my wish is that you would take that presentation and, like I said, practice it, practice it, practice it. And not because you're practicing just to get this one presentation right. You're practicing it because this is a skill that you need to perfect and get good at to be able to do future webinars. I can't tell you the terrifying feeling that I felt the very first Mag 5 challenge I did, where I had to do a presentation. And it's like, I know everybody's watching me. There's hundreds and hundreds of people right now. And the pressure of that, and I'm giving a presentation, and I felt just like you, like I don't do presentations. I'm great at just like free flowing or teaching people things. But when I sit down and I'm like, I have to now like relay this formatted information, and just the pressure of, I literally, after a Mag 5 challenge, I won't tell you which one, I cried because I felt like I did such a horrible job. And it's like, so what? You do a horrible job and then you do it again and then you do it again. Believe me, my very first presentation was not free flowing like the one that you said you liked so much. So it's interesting to me to be on the other side of what you're saying, because I was the person just like you, Linwood, who was like, I can't do it as good as they did. There's no way. I'm too nervous. I'm stumbling on my words. And like, I've done it 25 times and I hate everyone that I did. But I guarantee you that the next presentation you do will be a little bit better. And the next presentation you do will be even better than that. And then before you know it, you're going to have people like, hey, Linwood, can I use your video? Because you did it way better than me. There's no way that I could do that. And
yes, I understand completely. And that makes perfectly good sense. Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Honestly, you guys, there's so many programs there. I see them all the time. Plug and play, do this, you'll be successful online. Take this course, you'll have everything. And the fact of the matter is, yes, you can do that. But if you're trying to build long-term success, build a brand, right? You could go run Google ads on, your affiliate links. You'll be successful. You'll build up a lot of income fast. But like I said, if you stop running the paid ads, you have nothing. You have to keep generating and doing that. But if you want to build a brand and be successful, that's where the money and opportunities come. Like I didn't get hired by Builderall because I was, running Google ads. I don't get website clients because I did a Facebook ad campaign. I do that because people, and honestly, it's an easy sell for me. If I ran a Facebook ad for my agency, yes, they would probably book an appointment if they showed up, and then maybe they're going to, try to haggle the price and all that. But because I have built like a brand, like I've established myself by showing the things that I know, by teaching other people, then I get a client that books and they're so happy to meet with me and they pay whatever I ask them to because I've already positioned myself. The sale's done by the time they contact me. And that's the difference between building a brand and running paid ads. So it's like when I feel like my goal with you guys is to teach you the skills. I want you to start out knowing nothing, and I want you to be like Linwood next year after you do 5 presentations. I want to hear people saying, Linwood, I want to use that video because you did an amazing job. Like that's the growth and progression that you need to have. Otherwise, you stay in this cycle of just, oh, I'll buy this presentation because it's done for me. And then maybe I'll put ads to it. Maybe it'll work. And then maybe I'll do this and maybe that works. But you could just learn the skills and get better. And then when you do a presentation, it's going to work because you've done this a million times. It's like the recipe that you learn. So that's my speech on that. I just want you guys, I just want you to learn, it's so many times people have, and the RPM, I love the RPM, but the reason that I don't promote it really, unless it's like to build real users, is because that audience it attracts is the get rich quick, plug and play people. And those are the beginning marketers. When you get to the point where we all are, that you guys all are, it's you guys are the ones you're like, I've already done that. I did that like year 1, year 2. Now I realize I need skills. I need skills and strategy to be able to be successful. And that's the people that I just enjoy. It's not about getting rich. It's about like college. It's about like learning the skills and strategies you need for long-term success. So, anybody else have questions? Valerie, hello, I see your hand is up.
Hey, Bridget.
Hello.
I have a question that's totally off topic. I use Open Office and I downloaded one of the PLRs. I was messing around with editing it and stuff. Well, it had some highlight in there. And I was trying to remove it and only removes part of it. So like when you click on a sentence, it doesn't click the whole sentence, and then it ends up kind of up and down. And should I just copy that into something else to edit it?
What type of file is it?
Oh, geez.
Is it like a PDF or?
Oh, yeah. Editing the PDF, yes.
You can directly import that to Canva and edit it on Canva. Did you know that?
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
It's amazing. Let me show you real fast.
Okay, I'll do that way. Awesome.
You are gonna love this.
I can't wait.
Let's see here. Let me actually get into Canva. Let me share my screen. I absolutely love this. So I'll show you just something that I just was working on just a minute ago. If you go to the Gloria Foods, like your admin panel, if you sign up to be a reseller and you go to sales and marketing, there's a restaurant resources. There's this PDF that I wanted to download. I literally was just doing this in my previous meeting that I had. So you go to Canva. I have downloaded the PDF, the ebook from Gloria Foods, right? All I need to do now is just click and drag to upload the file. And then you can click here as soon as it uploads. Okay, so you can click here and then it imports it and then you can edit it. So you can do all of the amazing things that you can do in Word or anything else, but you can do it with Canva. And this is what I was telling you guys before about that color thing. If you go to, like, let's go, like, say I wanted to use this book, but I wanted all the oranges to be like the images, the orange images or whatever. I wanted that to be purple instead. used to be you had to go through each individual thing and change the color. But if you click here for like the orange, and I want to change that to purple, see down here where it says change all from orange to purple. So if I click that, now it changes all of those orange images to purple throughout the whole document. So when you edit this and you get it however you want, all you have to do is download as PDF.
That is awesome.
Yeah, super, super cool.
So much. That would save me a lot of headache here, I think.
Yeah, you can also, if you wanted to use something else and convert it, you could use like PDF Candy. That's a free converter, takes it from like PDF to Word. But since Canva started doing that, you know, I'm a huge Canva fan. So,
And it's not like I'm doing that much as far as changes in the document. It's just trying to make it more personal, more up to date or whatever. It's nothing big deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, you know, if you do that, you could also get, like, say you decide to become a Canva affiliate, you could give away this free ebook template that they could brand as their own, and you've already had it created, right? So it's like,
There you go. Always thinking.
yeah.
Love it.
That's why I like to deliver my templates in a like a PDF document. And then I always, really, you need instructions anyway. Like people, you know, they purchase something, they have no idea what to do. So I always say log in or create an account here. And then I share my affiliate link. If they're already a Canva member, then they're just going to log in. If they're not, then they sign up through my affiliate link. And then I say, you know, once you do that, then click here to transfer the template. And then that's it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I will look into that.
Cool.
Wait.
Bridget,
Yes.
now that you're talking about PDF, can I take any PDF I have and upload it to Canva?
Yeah.
And then make changes to it in Canva?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay, I didn't know that because I was researching that and it said you needed Adobe Reader or something. I'm like, I'm not getting that.
If you if it's a PDF, then yes, but there are some like you may have clicked on like a PPTD, I think is what Adobe PPD is what or is it, no, is that PowerPoint, or it's one of those weird file types. I had to look that up because I'm like, I have no idea what it is, but it was I think Photoshop maybe, but yes, PDF though, absolutely. Any PDF you can upload.
I didn't know that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's huge.
Super, super cool. Because not only can you edit the PDF, but you can also do it in Canva. So you can swap out those images, easily change the colors. And then again, you have the template. So like Maria, if you were doing like, you know, the gold and silver thing, if you had like a PDF, like an ebook about gold and silver, and you wanted to give it to your team to give as a lead magnet, what an excellent resource. And again, it's one of those things that in network marketing that you want to say, you want to differentiate yourself from someone else. You don't want them to Google, you want them to sign up with you because of what you have to offer your team. You know, people love to shop around for who are they going to sign up with based on bonuses and things like that. So yeah, if you had like a lead magnet or something and they could brand that template, that's an excellent, excellent resource.
That's a great tip. I have to work. That's what I have to work on this weekend. I have to do a Bridget and just close myself up in my laboratory and create. And then it's like, it's alive. And there's my ebook. It's alive.
That's like me. I do want to show you though. I actually just created in the social media pack that I showed you that you guys get every single month for free. How cool is that? I actually took the ebook that was in that pack and then I just made it my own. So I just added, like, really, I didn't do a whole lot to the cover. I just added my image here. And then this is the ebook. So isn't it beautiful though? So like, that's really great positioning, you know, and just a way to get leads and like introduce myself to someone. So I'm giving them value. It's a beautiful ebook. I've branded it to myself. And you know, it's free for you guys to use, and just literally pop your picture on there and create a lead magnet. And really, I mean, every month you guys get one of those. So you could literally just duplicate the lead magnet funnel, add the picture and then the file, and then you're basically done. Every single month you could have a new. And then what I did was I took that. Let me show you, because I much rather tell or show you than tell you. But I took that, and one of the ways that I'll promote it, besides to my email list and all of that, one of the ways that I'll promote it is on my Facebook profile and my Facebook business page. So what I did is I just added it here. I just used Canva. I created this graphic here, free guide. And then I even put download free guide. And then I put the link here because people just, typically we're lazy people, and, typing it all in, that they would be less likely to do that. So if you can put the link, but that's how I utilize that space. And then I also, on my business page, if you go there, I also made it the banner there. So, and then I made my, my button to where they can sign up to get the free guide. So that's just like a passive way of advertising that. But again, it's like, think about if you are networking on Facebook, because I like to use Friend Connector Pro. So I just set it, and then it I choose a group, and then I just invite all the members of the group. And then as I'm inviting, while I'm doing other stuff, because I love automation, while it is inviting people to my Facebook profile, the people who go there and look like, who is this person sending me a friend request? They see right away that I have not only a book, but I'm giving it away for free. And then they can scroll through my timeline. And did you guys know that you can pin posts on your profile timeline now? That's super cool. Let me show you if you don't know. If you go on your first personal Facebook profile, if you go to the actual profile, and then you say, I wanted this to be the pinned post. If you click here, you'll see that you can pin, click there. And then when you are networking, like I have this one pinned, then people come to your profile and then they see, your most important one right there. So that's all you have to do to pin. So again, it's just trying to meet your prospect in the customer journey at every way to position yourself. Makes sense. Anybody else have? Oh, I see Frankie's hand up. How can I help you, Miss Frankie? You are muted if you're talking.
I am so sorry. I've done that so many times. I am so sorry. The page that you just showed us is your profile, your Facebook personal profile page.
Yes.
And it's under your name, Bridget Bartlett. Yeah,
Yes.
I've gone that many times. Now, you have a business page as well. That's the vision. Is that correct? Or do you also have another page with your name on it and identified with your business?
I did create a vision marketing and design page, but honestly, I don't really use it. I actually unpublished it because I don't want people to go find it and see that I'm not very active. And then it leaves a bad impression. So I am just focusing. One, I hate Facebook. I swear that I hate Facebook so much. And that's why I don't really spend a lot of my effort on Facebook. I realize everyone's there. And I have a group with almost 1,000 people, but I just live stream to it and I have content posting there because I don't want to spend all my time and effort building up a big Facebook page and group and then have Facebook decide to shut my whole business down. And now all of that I've done is for nothing. So they've really created a horrible reputation for themselves by doing this, because I know a lot of marketers who have had this happen, myself included. So I don't want to spend a lot of time, even though, yes, I don't want to build up that page. I don't want to use ad spend to build it up. I'm just going to focus on the Bridget Bartlett page as my business page. I have my personal profile and my group. But I literally, all I do is auto post things. And then I use Restream to go live there. And that's it.
Okay. So the Bridget Bartlett profile is your business page for everything that you're doing. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So if you go to, so this right here is my personal profile. Okay, so this is my profile. But if you go to pages, then you'll see that I have a Bridget Bartlett page. So this is my actual business page.
Okay.
And then, so my profile is different. So I have the Bridget Bartlett profile and then the page. But one thing that's really good that you can do if you have both is, since you can't, and I do this a lot, since I can't auto post to my profile, what I'll do is like come down here like a few times a day, and then I'll choose something from my page and then go share it to my profile. And that way, all the people I'm inviting to be friends with me, I can also, use that same traffic source to promote my page. So it's kind of, again, it's like that spider web effect where you just kind of want everything to be like mingling in with each other.
That is beautiful. Thank you so much for that information. And I have to tell you again, every single time I've ever been in one of your training sessions, Q&As or whatever, I have always learned some very valuable information. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yay. Thank you so much for saying that. I'm so glad. I really do rack my brain. How can I help you? What do you guys, that's why I love the Telegram group, because I love to hear the feedback. And, if I have questions and people, especially if a couple people ask me the same question or someone asks a question and then they're like, oh, I was wanting to know that too. It just gives me great advice on what type of training, because sometimes you do this stuff for so long and you're like, I don't know, is this common knowledge? And then people ask things and it's like, oh, well, it's not common knowledge and I need to train on that. I need to address that. So yay, so glad. Anybody else have questions today?
I have one more about, I think you mentioned this before about, if you put a live on Facebook, do you then how can you post it on YouTube, or should I just do a YouTube and then post it on Facebook? I'm not sure, but I know it won't be a live, but how do you do that?
You can use, you can use the live streaming. Is the webinar tool, is that what you're asking?
No, I'm just talking about doing a live on Facebook and then posting it on YouTube. I don't think I can do that. Can it be recorded or something?
Well, let me show you how you can actually do that with the Builder All webinar tool. So let me share here. So if you go to the webinar tool and you go to create new webinar, you'll see here that you can stream to YouTube, Facebook, or a meeting room. Okay, you can actually stream to 3 different places. So you just want to choose streaming to Facebook or YouTube, and then you can choose, do you want to stream a file or do you want to stream directly from the webinar tool? So I'm going to just choose USA because that's where I'm at. I don't want to invite any people in because, again, if I'm just going live, I don't really need this. Do I want to record? That's up to you. I always suggest recording just in case. So you want to record, and then you can add a broadcast target. Okay, so you can choose YouTube, Facebook, and one other place. So you can stream to those places at the same time through the webinar tool. But if you are wanting to just share the live stream, then you would just have to do that just like you would share any YouTube video. There is a way, though, that you can get the RSS feed of your YouTube channel. And as soon as you upload a video or as soon as you go live, it will automatically post to your Facebook page that you went live with that link. So is that what you're trying to accomplish?
Yeah, I'm trying to learn that. And you kind of lost me at the RSS or the feed.
Oh.
So, but I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look everything up.
You can connect it that way, but if you just want to go to your YouTube or your Facebook, you just click. The reason I didn't want to do it is because I don't want it to log me in. But if you click here, it's going to log you into your YouTube channel. And then if you click here, it's going to log you into Facebook. So it'll automatically have those settings here, the URL and the key. So you don't have to worry about that. If you wanted to use this, you just click here to connect, click there to connect, you click OK, and then you want to go next and just get into the webinar room.
Because I want to start doing some lives on Facebook, but then I don't want to not use that recording. Something I would like to put it on YouTube also. So
Yeah.
that's what I would like to do. Because
Yeah.
I don't want to recreate something if it's good or if it's something I'd like to use again. I don't want to try to do it again. It'd be more difficult.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm all about the automation and
Automation.
multitasking and yeah, because you gotta be,
Automation.
you have to be efficient. I have actually set up my system where I have everything integrated together. So when every single day, what I do is I go to Restream and I have Restream set up. I go to Twitch and YouTube and Facebook and Facebook group, Facebook page. So I have all of that set up already. And so every day what I do is I create an event, and then within that event, I say, you know, here, join us today at 2 p.m. We're going to be talking about this and da 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 da. And then when I create that, it creates events on all of those channels, but it also sends an email to my email list with all of that same information. So every single day I'm sending that so people can join. It's just, oh my gosh, it's just such a time. It's so amazing.
Is Restream part of Builderall?
No.
I don't know Restream. Okay.
No. And you know what? This is the thing. There's lots of tools that we use in digital marketing. And so this was one of my things about, like, you know, when you work for Builderall, you need to train and talk about Builderall. But working for myself, this was one of my driving, you know, things that I wanted to do that helped me make my decision to go out on my own, is because I want to teach you guys all of the tips and tricks. It's not just about Builderall. We have our own businesses, and Builderall is just one of the tools that we can use. Granted, we save a crap ton of money. It's super easy to use. It all integrates, but that doesn't mean that we can't use other tools. Someone was asking in the group chat about APIs. And, you know, they had a client who was using another builder and they wanted to use Mailing Boss and all that. If you have a client who has something that Builderall can't do, find the solution, right? It doesn't mean, just because Builderall doesn't do it, doesn't mean that now you just lose out on money. Because I guarantee you, if you try to go an agency and you only want Builderall and no integration, you're going to lose a lot of the big clients. And that's because there are some things that Builderall can't do. And that's okay. It's not that Builderall's bad or anything like that. It's just they have a problem that Builderall can't solve. So you, being the agency, you need to solve that problem for them, because it's about you being the solution, not really Builderall. So yeah, Restream's awesome. And I will tell you guys this, because Black Friday is coming up. It definitely, all of the tools that you use or that you want to use that are like subscription based, Google them, like Restream Black Friday or something like that, because I save so much money with promo codes during that time. Last year, I got Restream. It's like the plan that I was using was like $50 or something. And I used a promo code, and now I just pay $25 a month for it every month. It's for life, because I found them. And there's some other things too that I found promo codes for, but definitely if you're thinking about signing up for something like that, look for those promo codes for sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else have questions? I think Alfredo, do you have a question?
Yeah, I didn't quite get when you said about the profile in Facebook and the business page with the same name. How did you get the friends into the business page or something like that?
Oh, okay, I can show you. So what I did was, if I go to, let me share my screen here. So let's break it down here. Okay, so here is my Facebook page. Okay,
that's the page,
so
that fan page.
Yeah, this is my Facebook profile, my personal Facebook profile. Yeah.
Okay.
So what I do is, and this is a good strategy to help you build up your, okay, so you want to start with your profile. That's something everybody has, okay? But I'm in multiple groups, all right? So maybe I want to go to like this coaches and consulting group, and I'm going to click on members, all right? Now I use Friend Connector Pro, and I've done training on this. It's super easy, but it's just an extension that you can get. And then what I do is I click run. Okay, so what happens, there's other things that you can do, but I don't want to get too deep into all that. But so I'm just going to click run, and what's going to happen is it's going to scroll through all these members, and it's going to send them all a friend request. I can send them a private message right away with whatever I want it to say, but I highly discourage that because people hate that. So I don't want to alienate them before they ever have a chance to get to know me or anything that I'm doing, right? I hate private messaging. So my goal is always to have them contact me. Right. And if you think about your marketing in that way, you'll be a much better marketer. You'll be much more creative because
attraction marketing.
Yes, exactly. You want them to contact you, but it doesn't mean that you can't make a connection. Right. So what I use is this, right? So what that does is it sends them all friend requests so I can do other things. Now, once I get, I have people who are my friend, and I don't do this right away. I do that about once a week. And then another thing that I do once a week, and this is an important tip, is you want to go to your profile. If you're using this thing, you want to go to your profile and you want to click delete pending requests, because if you've ever gone on this networking thing where you start sending a bunch of friend requests, Facebook will shut you down. They don't like you to do that. What happens is when you have 1,000 pending friend requests on your Facebook profile, Facebook, it basically triggers them and they're like, no, now you can't send any. So what I do is once a week, I run that thing. I let it send all the friend requests. Then, a few days later, I feel like if they haven't accepted it in a few days, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and then I'm just going to click delete pending requests, and it's going to go and delete every friend request that I have sent where they have not accepted it. Okay, so that is how you get friends to your profile. Now, once they're in your profile, you want to invite them to your page, okay? Because you can't really do anything with a business page as far as except invite your friends. So if you go to your business profile, which I'll show you here, here's my business page.
Yeah.
Then you can go to, where does it say? Something about inviting friends, invite friends.
So you basically ask them from the profile to like your business page, something like that, right?
Yeah, because see now, like it tells me right now that I have not invited 309 of my friends. So what I want to do is just click select all and then send invites. You can send 50 up to 50 invites within their messenger. But again, I don't like to do that. I feel people that used to work. It used to be a great strategy, but people are just tired of it. And likely they'll just unfriend or block you because it's super annoying. So I don't like to do that. But yes, you get the friend, and this is a great way of doing targeted marketing too, because if we have Builderall's the solution and I go to a coaching group, I'm not going to a Builderall group. They already have Builderall, right? I'm not going to go to a ClickFunnels group because then they're going to have it's just too hard to move all of your stuff, right? But if I go to a coaching group, well, they may not have all the tools and things that they need to be successful online. So now I'm thinking these are the people who need Builderall. So I'm going to go and I'm going to send them friend requests. Once they get into my profile, they're probably going to fish around. They're going to see my ebook. They're going to see my post. They're going to see my pinned post. And then a few days later, I will invite them all to my Facebook business page.
Okay.
So that's basically my strategy with Facebook. So you can tell it's pretty much automated.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. It's also, that's why I can post and why good marketers post on their Facebook profile and get so much traffic. It's not so much about the post, obviously it is, but it's more about your audience. It's more about building up that profile with people who would need your solution. Instead of just, when I first got started with marketing, it was with a network marketing company, and they told me, oh, just go friend request everyone. Well, what's that going to do? It's like, you want a targeted audience. That's really, you have 5,000 friends. So make sure all 5,000 are targeted people.
And if you already got 5,000, which are not all of them into the marketing or whatever niche you are working on.
There's actually a friend disconnector tool that you can use, and it will show you all of the people who are most engaged and people who are not engaged. And then you can actually set a filter and click a button to unfriend all of those people. Then you start all over again.
Okay. Thank you.
What's the name of that tool? We need that. I need that friend disconnect. What's
Yeah.
it called?
I think it is called.
You don't
friend,
want all.
I think it is called Friend Disconnector Pro, but I think it's on AppSumo because AppSumo. Let's see, Friend Disconnector.
Okay.
So go to Friend Disconnector. It's $97 for life. So, I mean, it's definitely worth the $97. If you want to use my referral thing, you can actually get a $10 credit. So let me share this with you. I don't know how much you guys use AppSumo, but it's amazing. I'll share my my link in the chat, and then you can get $10. We both get $10, but AppSumo is amazing because they have, I mean, a lot of their softwares are like they're new. So if it's like someone creates a software and it's kind of in the beta version and not quite ready to be, launched to the world, what they do is they release it to AppSumo and they invite people to get a lifetime membership so that they can kind of work through all the bugs and all of that stuff. But then what happens is they work through the bugs, and then a year later, when it's a perfect platform, then now you don't pay anything for it. You just get to utilize it. So a lot of marketers, myself included, just budget a certain amount of money every month and then go and buy, licenses for softwares because you can resell them. Man, there's so much. Lots of super, super cool tools that you can get very inexpensively and save a lot of money.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I have one question about posting on social media. I see a lot of people posting like in affiliate marketing, how much money they're making, and they keep posting. That's so obnoxious to me when people constantly are posting, I made $5,000 and I'm like, who cares? That's probably fake anyway. So what do you think of people posting like that? Is that appropriate, or does Facebook frown on it? Or I know people do, but
Facebook definitely frowns on anything like that. Like if you tried to run an ad that's like make money from home or, with a bunch of cash, Facebook doesn't like it. I personally can't stand it. And it goes back to what I was saying about there's enough of these online marketing, like get rich quick schemes. And honestly, I don't even want to work with people who are interested in that because for me, it's a waste of time. Because if you are, until you've been in this online marketing game long enough to realize there is no get rich quick, then you're not going to spend the time that you need to learn. And really, that's the whole thing. I mean, most of us during the learning process, we try those and I did it all too. So it's not a judgmental thing. I totally did it. And that's why I'm so adamant about trying to discourage you guys from doing it because, and been in the game long enough to know all these get rich quick things, all these like plug and play businesses, all these like, these $1,000 courses. And I've bought $1,000 courses and I learned a lot. But the thing is, you have to learn. And The crazy thing is, it doesn't matter. Maria, you could be promoting a network marketing company. Bill may want to do the restaurant reseller thing. Alfredo has an agency. We can all do different things, but the strategy and the tools are all the same. So that's what I try to tell people. It's like, it doesn't matter what you want to do online. You have to learn the tools and the strategies to be successful, period. So I don't want to attract those people. I want to attract people just like you guys who are like, look, I'm not interested in that. I want to build a real business and I'm not afraid of the work. So yeah, I can't stand that. Even like Grant Cardone, he does this all the time. He's always flashing his cash and it's just obnoxious. And Grant Cardone, he got rich with real estate and all that, not marketing. So like whatever his team is that's telling him like, hey, this is the way, they probably learned marketing, 10 years ago when that first worked. And then they're just like continuing the same cycle. It just doesn't work anymore. It's like cold messaging. Yeah, that worked 10 years ago. It did. That's why a lot of people still do it. And rich network marketers, they started out that way and they teach their teams to do that. And it's not that they're lying. It did work for them, but it just doesn't work anymore. So you have to just constantly be flowing with the market and changing your strategies according to what the market demands. So anybody else have questions? No? Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me. I am excited about Monday because like I said, we're going to go through that 30 days of social media content and I'm going to show you all the cool things. You guys, there's so much stuff that you can do with this because it's not just about your own business. You could use this same content and provide a service for other business, like other marketers, like, hey, I will create a branded a 30-day branded content, for you for $300 a month. And you literally, I'm going to show you how easy it is, but you literally can just change the colors and then slap on a logo. And now you have 30 days worth of content with like 0 skills. You don't have to think about, what am I going to post on this day and that day and whatever. You literally can just brand this whole package for them and sell it for $300. So super cool. And the cool part is that you can learn how this is done and then do it for yourself. So that's awesome.
Thank
Okay,
you.
guys. Yeah, I'm so excited. You're so welcome. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have an excellent weekend. I will see you all Monday, same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.